News from the CDC this week that allows families to finally reunite with loved ones. The guidance allows for indoor visitation at any time, even if the resident or visitor isn't vaccinated.
Reporter Maddie Beertemple is here to tell us more about what the news means for the 218 facilities in North Dakota impacted by the guidelines.
Hi, Nicholas and Lauren. While the pandemic has devastated businesses and livelihoods, it's arguably hit nursing homes the hardest, leaving residents isolated from family and vulnerable to the virus. But yesterday marked a turning point when federal guidance came allowing for indoor visitation. For many who work in nursing homes and long-term care, it's a reason for celebration.
North Dakota Long-Term Care Association President Shelley Peterson sees a light at the end of the tunnel for the pandemic.
I think we should just have balloons in every facility, opening the doors and welcoming everybody, because it's a day that we've been waiting for.
With COVID-19 vaccinations ramping up and outbreaks slowing down, the new guidance is a godsend for nursing homes in North Dakota.
We're filled with hope, excitement, and a new beginning to the end of kind of a dark time.
The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and the CDC issued a report Wednesday expanding indoor nursing home visitation regardless of vaccination status.
Some have had grandchildren and great-grandchildren, more great-grandchildren this last year, and they've never seen them. So we're really excited at the news.
The updates mark a stark change from last November when thousands of new cases were reported daily, and now 90% of residents have been vaccinated. Missouri Slope President Ryer Thompson says the guidelines cut the time to reopen for indoor visitation in half for areas unaffected by a positive case.
Finally, something's changing. Something's getting updated to reflect all of the hard work that we're doing.
He says that under previous guidance, which was more restrictive than the new rules to achieve indoor visitation, Missouri Slope could open its doors 2 weeks ago.
The feeling was overwhelming. It was palpable, the joy and the happiness that our residents and families would share with me. Being able to visit with their loved ones inside their rooms, it was amazing.
There are some exceptions to the opening of visitation, though. If the resident's vaccination rate is under 70% and the county has a positivity rate above 10%, or if the resident is in quarantine or positive for the virus, there could still be limitations. While the new rules help, Thompson did say widespread vaccination is another key step.
You never know how much that can affect those that live and work in places like long-term care facilities.
Both Peterson and Thompson wanted to emphasize that there are still a lot of unknowns with the guidance, especially when it comes to quarantine and some of the other exceptions. So even though the news is a positive first step, many are waiting for further guidance from the state's Human Services Department, which is expected next week. Nicholas and Lauren, back to you.
Maddie Beertemple, thank you very much. And for the latest information on the coronavirus in our state,